Hello everyone, sorry. I'm hoping my other stream will stop and it will notify you of this one. My stream crashed as usual. I don't know why it does that. I have no explanation. I already tried that trick, BT, that you told me of restarting my phone throughout the day, but doesn't seem to be the culprit or the solution for now. I don't know what it is. Hey Ahmed, hey Herr Zechen. It's weird. My other stream is still on, I think, like on a loop. Hi Betty. Dankeschön, Herr Zechen. Sag ich Herr Zechen oder einfach Herr? Ich nenne dich mal Herr. Gnädiger Herr. Herzchen. Herr Zechen. Natürlich Herzchen. Ich bin nicht drauf gekommen, dass es Herzchen heißt. So, schon zu lange aus Deutschland weg. Danke, Herzchen, für dein Like. Weiß ich zu schätzen. Yeah, the lighting looks different because I had to dim down the light here because certain person here needs to have the lights dimmed because it's nighttime. But it is late. But it's the weekend, you know. Sometimes your German grammar here has to like be a little crazy and stay up longer than 10 p.m. Hi, Usik. Usik is back in the house gifting memberships. I appreciate it, Ahmed. I will go soon. Dankeschön für Like und Abo. Herzchen. Willkommen in der Community. Hier sind sehr viele liebe Leute. Ich glaube, du wirst dich wohlfühlen. Viele Deutsche, viele aus Großbritannien, Kanada, Amerika natürlich, Schweden, überall. Don't crash this one. Yeah, maybe Ustik, maybe you crashed it because you were so too generous. Maybe the YouTube was just like, what's going on here? Should we give the special person a membership? I think Usik already has a membership. I see it here. He's already green. Hi Mike, welcome back from New Zealand, or welcome to New Zealand. Or hi to New Zealand. I've never been to New Zealand. I would love to go to New Zealand one day. Thank you, Dario. My friend little brother is Ghostface. The one from Spirited Away. The Ohm face. Outfit check. I'm literally just wearing my Adidas pants and my wobbly shirt. There's no outfit behind those clothes or in this clothes. I don't even call it an outfit. It's just functional. Ich hatte. Oh, it's Oscar's treat. Sorry, the lighting is really bad today. To watch football. Shadow, it's like you know about it. I just went to a football game today, my first American football game. The first one ever. And it was interesting to see, but I wouldn't want to go all the time, if that makes sense. It's just so much waiting and nothing happening in between that it's just a little hard to follow the game. Wird folgen. Ja, der deutsche Akzent, den kriegt man nie aus einem Deutschen oder einer Deutschen raus. Der wird für immer bleiben. Aber soll mir recht sein. Soll ich hier mal alle komplett irritieren und Moin schreiben? Ja, mach mal. Mach mal Herzchen. Wir brauchen mal ein bisschen Deutsch hier im Chat. Wir sollen mal alle ein bisschen Deutsch lernen. My girl, I am watching Dark. Was that big in Germany? A man who needs cookies. That's a good name. I need cookies too. but it was actually pretty big in Germany too. Dark is a good show. I think it's a little too dark for some people, but I like it. I thought it was really good. Messi, der soccer player. Ahmed. Niemals stirbt auch. Ja, nee, was soll man auch dagegen machen, oder? Man muss schon dazu stehen, wenn man schon 'n deutschen Akzent hat. Dann muss man es auch mal richtig raushauen. Oder ja, man darf es nicht verbergen. Dann wird's erst cringe, wenn man versucht, so überangestrengt Englisch zu reden mit einem britischen Akzent oder so was. Das ist dann immer das Unangenehme, wenn ich Deutsche höre, die versuchen, so britisch zu klingen oder so. Ne, das machen wir mal lieber nicht. Wenn du Badisch sprichst. Ja, wir haben relativ viele Deutsche immer nachts oder die Deutschen kommen immer nachts rausgekrochen. Hi, Big. Hello, James. Bei mir ist es jetzt 11:15. Hm, in Russland? Ne, in Amerika. So 'n bisschen, quite a difference. Allemand, yes. Oui, je suis allemand. Hi, Kush. Hi, Washington. Yes, I'm German. I got the German accent, don't I? It's hard to not hear that German accent. It's always the first question I get when people come to the stream. They're like, "Are you German?" A lot of people think Swedish actually. So here's the Swedish is like the second guess people always give me. If I like make a ranking of what people guess, some people ask Australia, British quite often, which doesn't make sense because I feel like that is very far from British accent, or Scotland. Um, but yeah, most people hear it immediately that I'm German or Dutch. I also get that one a lot. I don't know about Eternal Gen, but thanks. Hast du die neue Staffel von The Boys gesehen? Nee, habe ich noch nicht gesehen. Ich habe ein bisschen geschaut, ein paar Folgen. Ganz früher, was heißt ganz früher, vor 3 Jahren oder so. Might be the cutest accent, ain't gonna lie. The German accent, you think so? I don't know what everyone has with the German accent. I hear that so often people say they like hearing German accent. I think it's very tough to hear, so I'm glad I don't have to listen to myself. Like, I don't obviously, I hear myself talk, but it's not that I pay attention to it, so you're the ones that have to deal with it, so I apologize for those that don't like it. But at the same time, the ones that don't like it can just, watch someone else, I guess. No one's forced to be here, I hope at least. No one is, like, bound to a chair right now and with their eyes forced open and the phone in front of them, so I hope you all are here voluntarily. What do you think about German accents in US movies? Good question, Larson. Um, German accents in movies are often very, very strong, I feel like. A little bit exaggerated strong. And I feel like German characters in movies are also kind of ruining the repetition of a German a little bit worldwide because it's always the villains that are German. That's like either they're like super creepy people, like the bad people in the movie, um, and have like this evil master plan, and I know where it comes from. But or they're like super goofy, like they're like the super idiotic characters, kind of smart but idiotic at the same time, like socially awkward. It's either those. I've never seen like a cool, just like a straight up cool character that's been portrayed as a German or by a German. Hi, Iman from Ireland. Look. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like hearing me talk. Otherwise, this would be a very hard or tough thing for y'all if you wouldn't like hear me talk. At least, if it wasn't tolerable, at least that would be rough. So I appreciate it. You all seem to like it, kind of. Otherwise, I guess you wouldn't be here. Hi, Patty. Patty the Batty is in the chat. Welcome to in Germany. um, I'm from the Black Forest in Germany. I'm like from the border to Switzerland and France, like an hour and a half to the Swiss Alps. So I can swim over the Rhine River and I'm in France, and it's like 5 minutes to France and 5 minutes to Switzerland. Or not even, like even less than that. Wie groß bist du? Ungefähr 170 oder 1,70. Have you seen Inglourious Bastards? Yes, I have seen it. Oh yeah, so um Americans, when they do the number three, not to do the number three, not talking about number one or two or three, like when you show three with your fingers, you guys do it like this, right? And a German does it like this. So it's easy to tell, for those who haven't seen the movie. If people want to find out if someone's like a spy or something, they'd be like, hey, how many people were there? Or, tell me that number. And they want them to make a hand sign. It's like a reflex, basically. It's hard to like fake something like that, I think. Yes, BT. Sorry, I did see a post before I came onto this stream. I checked it out real quick, and that is an insane number of lenses. Like holy moly! As a food photographer that did that for a job, I didn't have a quarter of what you have there. I have like, I think altogether I had like 4 lenses in my life. That's crazy. I wonder how much or how many it is. I didn't count it. Django Unchained, Christoph Waltz character was a good guy. Yes, Shuriken he was, but he's also Austrian. So for some reasons, now I'm going and dig into history a little bit deeper, and usually I'm not the one doing that because I get reminded of that all the time by other people. But for some reason, Austrian guys never get a bad reputation, even though we know a bad Austrian guy. That is a German guy, apparently. Um, and Christoph Waltz is an Austrian guy. You should see his, I think it was like his Letterman or Kimmel interview he did, where he gets asked a question, or it might have been Conan, what the difference is between an Austrian and a German, or if there's even a difference. And it's a very fun watch. But that is true. He was a good character. I guess he was portraying a German. What do you think of Wald's role as Willard's detective? Christoph Waltz, is just one of the coolest um, actors I think that we have these days. Like his roles are always spot on. So I like this role. Isn't the Black Forest also place of origin for the Danube? Mm, no, that's the talking about the Rhine River, but it's not the origin of the Rhine River. It already starts in Switzerland. I think the origin is in Switzerland because it flows through Switzerland and France, and it comes from up there. So Switzerland is there and goes into France, I think. Where's the origin of the Rhine River? It's gonna keep me up tonight. I'm just gonna Google it, obviously, I guess, but um, I need to look that up. Can anyone look that up for us, please? Like the source of the Rhine River? Yes, that guy, exactly. I just read that Christoph Waltz is Austrian German. Do you reckon they were having us on there? Wait, who was having you on or us on there? Should not judge any generation for past generation. I agree. I mean, it's always easier said than done. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, Germany deserves a little bit of being uh bullied for what happened because it's an inexcusable thing, and I understand that people are mad at it. But like you said, it's like completely different generation, and I would say Germany is probably one of the most political correct and liberal and kind and welcoming country in the world now. So it's kind of getting a little unfair at this point in history and life that we're still getting so much shade for it to this day. Böse shows? Nee. I know some German words. Panzer, Blitzkrieg. Nahrungsmittelunverträglichkeit. That was actually very unexpected after all those war terms that you brought up. The Nahrungsmittelunverträglichkeit, and you spelled that correctly. Congratulations. That is a tough one. I've never, especially when I read so much English here, and then there's like a long German word like that. It makes me realize how freaking long our German words are. It's actually kind of a little rude at this point that German language is like that. So I apologize to everyone that's learning German. I put a paper with your channel name on there. It's not AI generated. I saw it. That was cute. 33 lenses, 2 macro flashes, and 13 cameras and 7 flashes. Goodness gracious. Wow, that is a lot. Good for you. That's cool. Considering who the most famous Austrian of all was, it's weird that they are not villainizing Austrians more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were definitely one big um conglomerate at one point with some interesting people as the leaders having some weird ideas. Rusty, leave my bag alone. No, just threw a toy next to my bag so he doesn't scratch up my back. He likes to sit on my back. The Rhine River originates in the Swiss Alps. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad I was right with Switzerland. I was like, come on, I need to know this because I live right there, so that would be embarrassing if I was wrong with that. Specifically from the Leda Tuma Lake Thoma, near the Oberalp Pass in the canton of Grisons, Graubünden. Ah, siehste. Thank you, Stardust. I really appreciate you looking that up. I wasn't sure where in Switzerland it was. I was to 99.9% sure it was in Switzerland, but that is good to know. Graubünden, okay. Yes, I live in the United States, but I'm from Germany. Yeah, I would say so, Larson. I think we did. I'm just wondering how accurate the German part was. Come to Waltz. Mm, I would say pretty accurate. The source of the Rhine is traditionally considering to Lake Thoma. I've actually been to Lake Thoma, now that I think about that. Small alpine lake located in the Swiss canton of Grisons near the Oberalp Pass. Yes, I drove the Oberalp Pass multiple times. So when you live close to where I am, you like very used to passing the Alps, like taking the Alp pass with the car. It's very windy, very narrow. A lot of Aston Martins chasing you because all those crazy rich Swiss people going on their tours, and not just rich Swiss people. A lot of rich people from all over the world come to Switzerland to drive on the Alps for the views and for spending money in Switzerland, and because they can ride their car fast there without getting in trouble. So a lot of Japanese people actually come there. A lot of British people drive around in the Alps. So you will see tons of Aston Martins, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all those fancy cars, or motorcycles, of course. So if you want to see some really cool cars, some James Bond action movie scenes, and that one James Bond movie actually was filmed there. in that Alp pass that I drove a few years ago, and you see some buildings that you recognize in the movie, and like a hotel and stuff, and that Lake Toma. I remember being there. Germany needs to Russia and America is about. Yeah, they're about to dip out apparently, but we'll see how that's going. Like if they're actually gonna do that. Herzchen, wenn du noch einen deutschsprachigen Mod brauchst, sag Bescheid. Danke, Herzchen, mache ich. Ja, hier, bei uns ist es jetzt schon fast Mitternacht. It's almost midnight here. Thank you, Shuriken, for saying Moose is a beautiful cat. I appreciate that. Thanks for liking the pictures. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, everyone. By the way, it's Saturday tomorrow. I have to hit the hay, as we say, and because it's late, and yeah, I gotta get up kind of early tomorrow. I got to do some stuff, unfortunately, some paperwork. So I'll be back tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Be nice to the people around you. I know you already are because you're all nice people here. But some people might need a reminder that are, just passing through. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Usik, by the way, for your generosity. That is amazing and crazy. But thank you for all that. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow and have a good night or a good morning wherever you are. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Have a heart. Only have one hand. Good night. Gute Nacht. Schlaft schön. Schöne Träume. Take care too. Bye, everyone. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. And welcome everyone new here. Tschüss.